Hello everyone, I'm Flynn's. Uh, that's not totally a big deal. Okay, I can't keep that up. I don't have enough of an ego. Alright, so today I want to talk about 5 things I wish I knew as an esports player. I myself, qualification-wise, okay, I can't keep that up. I don't have enough of an ego. Alright, I decided to compile things I wish I knew as a player when I first started playing the game. Competitively, I mean. And this is from least important to most important. Number one, teammates are coworkers. Of course, you want to have a friendly relationship with your teammates. I mean, of course, you want to have a friendly relationship with your coworkers in general. Your coworkers are the people you're going to be seeing every day. You're going to be working with them. Of course, you want to be friendly with them. So, of course, try to be friendly with them, but don't take it the wrong way if you get kicked. Don't be afraid to kick someone who's not performing. You gotta realize roster changes are a thing that happens, and I'm not encouraging you to make roster changes a bunch, but if you've been with one team without any roster changes for 8 months, and you have not won anything and you're not making any progress, start looking into it. Do analysis of the next month of scrims. See who's the worst performer overall, game day and scrims combined, and then talk to them. See what we can do. If they don't want a role change, kick them. Find a different player, and that's how you should do it. So treat them as coworkers. Don't get too personally attached to them. I mean, of course you can, but just don't be hesitant to do things that you might not want to do. Next, I think that this is pretty much tied. Like the next two are tied, but I'd say this one fits at the number 4 spot pretty well. Scrims are multidimensional. You can't just look at scrims as first you dry run, then you scrim these strats. It no work, try again. It no work again, done. That's not how scrims work. What? Not at all. Scrims should be looked at in many different perspectives. I introduced this to mercenaries. It helped us improve so fucking fast. The way you look at scrims is scrimming for strats is extra. That's like after you already fixed all your issues. The first thing you gotta do is to realize what's your issue. Is it you guys don't have like natural teamwork, You aren't able to play off of each other. If that's the issue, scrim by pushing all 5 together and play off each other. If you don't have an issue with that and it's communication, scrim for communication. If it's a mentality issue, like one guy gets too tilted, scrim and try and figure out how to fix that. Probably hire a psychologist or mental coach, whatever you need to do. But scrim for more things than just strats. Once you don't have any issues that affect your gameplay, like overall, because you don't need strats to always win if you're a good enough player and you have enough mentality and motivation. Uh, then you start scrimming for strats once you have all your issues fixed. And I think at that point, you're going to be a pretty good team. So, next, I'd say these two both tie in together, but I think this one is a bit less important than the next one. Your mechanics and your rank are going to be more important than any amount of talent you have in Tier 4, especially in North America. So the reason why is Tier 4 in North America and in a lot of Europe is mostly underage. It's mostly underagers just running around fucking snorting crack, thinking champion makes them good when honestly they just become ranked stars and they suck in scrims. And if you're one of those, you will find immediate success and you can even go into tier 3. If you can get champion, you can go on to almost any tier 4 and most tier 3 teams in North America. In Europe, I don't know how tier 3 is. I don't personally think so because most of the people in tier 3 aren't even champion, at least in Russian Major League. Only half the players are. And the mechanics, I mean, dude, if you can impress everyone by hitting a nasty flick, of course you're gonna get attention. That's just how it is. So the next part is attention. Clout/connections are everything. People don't understand that orgs pick up teams because of the money they can provide. You think that, like, a lot of, okay, not fewer specifically, but people think that as players play, it generates the team money. That's not true. Pod program payouts are very late and they don't generate as much money as they used to. Right now, what I'd say is the best way for an organization to make money is 1, merch, 2, content creation, 3, sponsorships, of course. But like content creation and merch. Merch, you need a fan base that will want to buy your merch. To create a fan base, you need to get a team that will bring you fans. If you want a team that will bring you fans, you need a team that has fans. Look why TSM picked up Bolo's team. Because it's fucking Bolo's team. He has like 1 million subscribers. That's a shitload of fans. So TSM brings in fans, they make money. That's good. And that's why if you want to get picked up by an organization, by a good team, you will most likely need clout. Twitter followers are everything, by the way. If you have a gold one who has like 10 Twitter followers but is a god at the game, he's gonna look much worse than a Plat 3 or Plat 2 who is a shit player, has no aim, gets carried and ranked, but has a shitload of Twitter followers because he leeches off someone. That's a sad reality. I wish it wasn't like this, but do whatever you can to get followers. It will help you in the long run. It'll make you have a name. It'll help you get tryouts on teams that others won't have a fair chance to get. Connections. If you are actual friends, not just ego stroking, unless, this pro player likes it. I can already think of a few. But if you're friends with an actual pro player and you get a personal vouch, like if you want to join a team and that pro player DMs the captain of that team and says, hey, this guy's really good, try him out, you're going to 100% get that tryout. Well, not 100%, but most fucking definitely. It very, very, very much helps. And when you're able to do this, you will be able to get tryout. And of course, like, a tryout's a tryout. Like, you succeed, you get in the team. You don't. It is what it is, right? But the fact is, you get a tryout while others don't, and that's incredible value. And that's just from talking to people. So always think about that. So this is probably the most important piece of advice that I can give, and I think it's something that a lot of people need to learn in North America more so than Europe, because I worked for European orgs with teams that stuck for like 8 months despite arguing like every day, because they're raised better. They're raised better than many Americans, Canadians, Mexicans, whatever. I don't even think it's a Canadian or Mexican problem. I think it's just an American problem. But that's a whole different discussion for a different day. And what I'd say is you need to stick together. I think I will explain it simply. When you build a team, in the first week to month, you will have a fucking blissful honeymoon moment. You will be so happy. Everything will be working well. Everything will look good. It'll be fucking great, right? After that honeymoon period, you will enter 2 weeks to a month of fucking hell. Everything will suck. You guys will not be getting results. You guys won't be making progress. There will constantly be arguments. It always happens, by the way. This is like just a rule psychologically. I don't know why or how. It's just how it is. Every team has this. So when you go through this period, everything fucking is like you're going to want to quit. You're going to want to disband. Don't. If you're able to stick through this period together, like all 5 players, no roster changes prior to this, you will be an established team. Once you start playing good again, you will be an established team. And once you start consistently playing good after this awful period, that is when you can start making roster changes. Because when you change rosters to try and counteract this, all you do is you make it worse, or you start the cycle over again. And when you start the cycle over again, it becomes faster. So the first time, after 2 weeks, that shitty period, it'll happen after 1 week, then after 5 days, then after whatever. You cannot constantly change these players, so you'll be changing them every game. You cannot do that. You need to stick together, and you need to try and improve and be the best team you can with what you have, and you need to have loyalty to the point of being able to know that, hey, I trust you, you're just me, we can do this, stick through this, we got this. And at that point, you will be a good, established team. And this isn't even what I originally said. This is what a player who used to be on the old Team Empire roster said. Team Empire, it's old roster before it was Team Empire. He played in there. He's a tier 1 level player, over 6,000 hours in the game. Excellent player. He said this. If you don't want to take my advice, at least take his. Stick together. It'll be so worth it for you. It'll be so worth it. So, I mean, that's it, really. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. If you want to see more content like this, let me know by subscribing. I really would appreciate it. If you have any questions or you agree or disagree, please leave a comment down below. That way I will know. And I will see you guys in the next video whenever I decide to upload.
Oh Lord, spinning with a sword, acting bored, bitch. You just be so boring, acting poor and find your purpose. Acting ignorant, I'm smoking lots, I'm feeling worthless. But my clothes be worth lots, gold on man like Fort Knox. If you hate it, kick rocks. Yo bitch coming home wearing my socks. Oh gosh, I just caught a body, ask my shooter if he got me.